Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching and liking and commenting on my previous video. I really do appreciate. So today you already know what I'll be talking about, but this time I'm going to make it more juicy by telling you how I found out I was pregnant, how I even got pregnant, what happened, like how I first told my mom I was pregnant. You get, and how I gave birth to Pearl before June. So grab a coffee, your juice, your wine, anything at all, because you're in for a long and interesting, sweet ride with my story. You know now, it's never a dull moment with me. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe, guys. So let's get on to it. How I first found out I was pregnant. Many of us already know me, yeah? Some people have known me for 10 years, some people 12. During the time of Facebook, Queen of a King. You will know me now. Say yes, that time I said we they carry love for head and all that. You know why I said this thing is because there was a time like a few years ago I was being trolled by some sadists telling me that I got pregnant so that Demi could marry me and stuff like that. Let me tell you, first of all, I'm a hot chick. You know what I mean? We don't need to tie anybody down. For anybody to say, okay, come, let me marry. Oh, no, no, no. We don't tie people with pregnancy. Pregnancy is not TV now. Abi, do you know how it's easy? It's not even easy. But so, guys, like I said, it's going to be a very, very sweet ride with me. So, first off, my birthday in 2016, Demi asked me to marry him on my birthday. In a club, we went to Jolly, went to have fun and all that. So, I said yes because, like, why would I say no? Like, I love that man there now, so why would I tell him no? Ah, Demi was the person that you know, there are some people that will come into your life. You don't just want them to go. Demi is that kind of person. Do you understand? And one thing I used to say, and I used to tell him, is not like it's not about starting all over with someone else. I don't want to. So we have to make it work. Do you understand? So he asked me to marry him. That's 6 years ago. And then he traveled to South Africa, his first trip to South Africa. And he came back to Nigeria, which was in August of 2016. When he came back, he we went to lodge. After picking him from the airport, we went to lodge. And that was the first time in my life I actually had sex without protection. Because I was very during those years, hey, I was very, 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 very strict with sex. Like, hmm, hmm. Even before I actually gave them in my virgin, yeah, I was so scared of sex. And if you look at me, then you will never know that I was a virgin. But let's take that one apart. So it was the first time, like I said, and after a month, I was looking for my period. I looked for it under the bed, everywhere, the chair, kitchen. And what came to my head straight was I was not even scared I would deny it. My mom would kill me, was what I said first. Like, how come? Though he already asked me to marry him, my mom knew, like, I was engaged. It's not like I got pregnant, contrary to what trolls were actually saying. So it was just easy for me, but I still didn't want, there's some time in your life where you feel like I'm not ready for this kind of thing. I just want to do my girls things, have fun, live life and all that. But honestly, at that point, there's not Cherry Cambia. Who is that? I can break your head right now. See that guy? I'm going to put you there. Come. Do you want anything, babe? Like, I'm not ready to be a mommy. That was what was actually in my mind at that time. Even if I didn't have friends then, but I just wanted to like live that life. Like, I know a lot of us will understand. So after then, I told Demi, I showed him the PT because I used those urine one. So I showed him and I was like, this, that I think that's his first time of seeing it because he didn't really understand. And I told him I was pregnant. He was like, really? I said yes, but I said I'm not sure because the line was very, very faint. So I said, okay. He said we should go to the hospital. So immediately, like he dropped everything he was doing at that time, went to the hospital to check with blood, and my heart was in beat, 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 beat. And guess what? I was pregnant. Like how? Once. So we got married in January of 2017, and then yeah, when we were going for scan actually told me May, ending of May. That's 27 till June. All of a sudden went again and it scrapped 27. If you know, you remember I said I got pregnant in August when Demi came back here. So if you count it, you know it's definitely June child. So I like tried to, as in June, I was just saying June. Oh, like 4 times I went for scan. It shifted from May to June. And I was like, I don't want a June child, babe. I don't want, because I was already happy that I was going to have a May child. Because the first one already made me so happy, and then I was seriously telling my husband, I don't want June. And even if it wants to come, I don't even want Children's Day child at all. Just like, okay, don't worry, let's just be, let the time come first. I'll tell my doctor to, I'll complain, do this, do that. I don't want June, baby. I don't want May 27 either. I don't want any of those two. Give me May, early May. Show me May. So my doctor now said, okay, what we are going to do then was, I should just tell him the date I want in May. And then he's going to ask me to go to a place for service scan. And if they check my cervix and they see this centimeter I am, that is going to help me give birth earlier. We quickly went. My husband said, they go. We quickly went to the place. So when we checked, guess what, guys? I think the X-ray scan gave us, said I was like 6.5 or so service. And my doctor, when we got to his office, like to give him the result, he said, okay, I was good to go. That what date do I want to choose? And I chose 15th. I said, okay, we can share the same day. Do you understand? I'm just appreciated that I did not even go through it that day, because ordinary 3 days apart when me and Pearl they share, oh my god, I will forget my birthday and I'll be remembering the one for Pearl. I will so plan her own birthday, I will exclude myself, like I'm not even existing. So honestly, sometimes I was say I wish it was just June, because now don't forget, say I did do birthday too. So when he checked it, he asked me for the date and I told him 15th. Let me first, because so make sure you like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. So as I was saying, welcome back. I don't go drink water, come back, because I cannot come and kill myself. So when we checked, the scan told us I was 6.5. But we gave my doctor the result. He said it was okay and I was good to go. That to pay me because it's the first like I never reached my time and I won't push amount. I said, oh, I'm good to go, you know. I carry church for head then. So I was like, you know, Master Jesus, Dr. Jesus is in control. My family to be telling me, you not enter labor room, you enter delivery room. Amen. So well, we found out now that, okay, my doctor asked me what date I wanted. I said 15. I was going to share the same day with Pearl. And honestly, guys, I'm thankful that I did not even share the same date with Pearl, because it's not easy. Or sometimes I'll forget about my own birthday. I know I'm a May baby, but I'll forget about even celebrating my own. Just wish me happy birthday, give me money, give me gifts. I'm okay. My own child, 18 is on my mind. What do I do? Do I throw a party? Do I do this? Do I do that? So yeah, so how we actually got to 18. So even on the 14th, I already told my doctor I was going to give birth on the 15th. So he asked me to come to the hospital on the 14th night. I was going to get induced, right? So when, first of all, when if I knew that 15th I'll be in the hospital, and my birthday was that 15th too, I will not be able to like cut cake and stuff like that. So Demi took me to ShopRite on the 14th. Took me to ShopRite. We got cake, we got drinks, you know, like okay, fine. Oh, after I've given birth on the 15th, we are still going to celebrate my birthday. If it was in the hospital, we are going to do it. So we went to ShopRite. I'm sure a lot of you will even remember that the picture you used in posting congratulations mommy Pearl was, I was wearing a white sweatshirt and a pink sneakers. I was in ShopRite standing near Dhermy'S car. Yeah, we're coming from ShopRite that day. So when my doctor asked us to come in the night, like around 7 or 8 or so. So we got to the hospital around 9 because of traffic. So we did not meet him. You know, the baby things was already in the car because it, you know, when you're sure, you know, I'm also one burner, so don't carry baby things down. Already it was in the boot. So when we got to the hospital, we didn't meet the doctor, but we called him and he said he was on his way. He's going to come back to get me induced because we're like a private patient there. Like it must be that man. We don't use any other doctor. So one woman met me. She was like, what happened? Is there any problem? I said no problem. So we told her I wanted to give birth. She was like, am I in labor? That she should. I said I'm not in labor, but I wasn't being in labor and all that. And then we had to tell her that I want to get induced. And then this woman just started saying things that was so annoying. And Demi took it so personal. Even I took it so personal because I wanted to beat her to stupor that day. If I could, I would. Because she just said something like it's bad, it's doing. She just discouraged me, discouraged us, said something, and my husband was so pissed. My husband was like, you will not give birth in this hospital. And doctor was apologizing and stuff like that. And then what happened was he asked us to go home. That I shouldn't worry. That since I don't want to choose that hospital again, he has to look for another one for me. Because my husband said I will not give birth there. And then anything he says, he will do it. So went home. That's how 15th was cancelled. Thank God. But still, I was still angry at the man, but still, thank God. Because how I want to cope. Happy birthday, Belle. Happy birthday. Oh, please. So when we got home, the next day was my birthday, of course. My husband celebrated birthday for me. Did this, did that, you know. It was a happy day now. And at this time, I was already getting tired of carrying. After birthday was over, me, I was already tired of carrying big stomach everywhere. You know, at 36 or 36 weeks, you're already tired if you're pregnant and all that. So I was just legit tired, and I told my husband again. So he called the doctor, he rescheduled for us, and he told us to come to another hospital where he does night shifts. So we went there. Okay, so that was where we were going to use, but I should come to his house on the 17th. That's 17th afternoon towards evening. So we went to his house like around 5. I was induced to put a tablet in my vagina, and then he asked me to go home. That the next day we were going to, I will start having contraction, because I told him I chose 19. So he said if I want to, I'll use 2 hours to labor. Like we accepted that, okay fine, maybe the real contraction hasn't started to start the next day. Maybe this one is just the tip. Around 8, I was just doing, I was feeling I told my husband, he called doctor again. Doctor say wait more, that we should stroll around the compound. I shouldn't sit, we should be walking. So my husband held my hand. We started walking around the compound, you know, walking around the compound, telling ourselves nice stuff. He was just trying to get let me not tell you, there's one boy that used to stay with us there, that used to arrange my house. You know, pregnancy is one kind of thing. Do you know, if my husband buy me drink, I'll use Biro to mark it. Pregnancy, I beg. Pregnancy now one kind thing because if I cannot imagine myself doing it again. What? That I was in pain. I was still looking for Valeta. Like, why did you drink my Valeta? I was about to shout at him. Baby, sorry, let's go and buy new one. I said, no, is this one in the bottle I want to drink? How? But someone said this one don't drink. Now I want drink. I was still making an issue out of nonsense and I was in pain. So the pain will stop, it will start, it will stop, it will start. So around 9, I couldn't bear it anymore. Like, it wasn't just stopping. It will just go on for a long period of time and then just stop a little bit and then start again. So we called the doctor and the doctor asked us to come to the hospital we chose as the second one. So when we got there, he looked at me. He said, I never reached anywhere. Sir, I never reached where? With this pain. I said I've not reached anywhere and I'm in this horrible pain. No, babe, I cannot do this anymore. My husband would pet me, massage me. He called his mom immediately. His mom came to meet us at the hospital there. So they wanted to keep me in a ward, this general ward, like where you see like 3 to 4 bed. When I saw other people, my husband said, see, I beg, give us private ward. You want me this woman they shout past like this. So we got a private ward, just us, and then I had to put my clothes. No, I've not even removed clothes safe then. That was just the starting point. I was still, the pain. The pain will not just come once. If you're a mom, you will know it doesn't just come once. It will come gradually. Could not take it anymore. Like, the pain was so unbearable for him himself. Like, seeing me in pain, that's the thing that me hate most. And he's imagining I was in pain. Like, we're even opting for CS at that point. Like, see, no, I cannot watch this woman in pain. Let's just look for another way. Because no, we'll never reach 5 hours. So they talk of, I started the heavy pain like 9. I got to the hospital like 10. So I'm talking of 11 here. That 10, 11. Those were the slowest hours of my life. Like, it was as if time was not moving. Because what in the hell? I waited and do this, do that, My husband will hold my hand, try to massage me. Baby, press here. My husband, mommy will say, I should pray for my husband. Praying. I will say, mommy. I wish I was saying prayers in my mind, It's me that know what I want now. After birth, Pikin no go chop now. So God give her money and stuff like that. And then, my mother-in-law too will come. I'll say, mommy, won't do me. She'll massage my back. She'll do that. Oh God. Oh my, she's a very, very wonderful person. I mean, like, I just thank God for the kind of mother-in-law I have anyway. So, like, she will press my back, she will be petting me and all that. I'll say, mommy, check. Mom, she will now tell me, she has seen the head, that the head is coming out. I'll say, mommy, there's no head anywhere. My husband will call doctor, please come and check her. Doctor will come. You say I'm in 5 centimeter, I'm in 6 centimeter, and we are still going to like 10. And as checking centimeter is and we are still going to 19th because doctor said I'll give birth 19th. Hey, I was now saying all the gym I've been gymming, where is everything? Because they say if you do workouts when you are pregnant, it will make your childbirth easy. What now happen? Are you people whining me? My thought. You say it will be choking and it have not reached. I'll say I'll tell my mother-in-law to check. She'll check. She said the head is coming out. Mommy, there's no head coming out from anywhere. My mom have already told me not to call her when I want to give birth because she's always like very, very. She's fragile, so she doesn't like stuff like that. She doesn't want to hear that you have given birth. So we couldn't call her. We're still going to around 12, 11. That's like, let's say to 12. The pain was getting more severe. That means to say it was as if Pearl did not want to have anything to do with my stomach any longer. She just wants to just get out. Like, get out. And the pain was becoming unbearable. Oh, might not be smart, you know. Hey, we women, we're trying. Ah, if I think of that pain to born pikin again, they fear person because it's not easy. So doctor will come, he will say, okay, I'm in 7. I say, okay, around 12, oh, I was in 7 and all that. I said, doctor, come and check again. He came, he said I was in 8. As it was coming, this time around, no, it wasn't even stopping. So you were like, you have to, and they will tell you, you can't sit because you don't know when the baby wants to come out. So when doctor came again, he said I was in 7 or 8 or so. At this point, my husband was like really getting angry, like, this is what I want, just do it. Because how long do I want to go through this pain till 19th, as they said? No, I can't. Oh, and they whine me. People, the nurses in the hospital self, they will just come, they'll be like, in their mind, they'll be like, oh, this auntie no fit born today, Joe. Too. Or even in the evening of 18th, not even the time I gave birth at all. The shocker is when I gave birth. If you hear the time I actually gave birth, you will be shocked. So you're like, even if I wanted to give birth, you know, it's what doctors and nurses say you believe, because number one, it's actually my first time, but it was then I realized that let's not just listen to these people. God has the final say, honestly. So around 12, around 12, the baby was coming out, but I didn't know the baby was coming out. I wanted to poo. I was telling my mother-in-law that I wanted to poo. She said, okay, that is not poo, that is the thing is doing me like the baby wants to come out. I said, no, let me just go to the toilet first and see if I would use the toilet. And when I got to the toilet, I sat down and then I pooed. I came out back. And then I wanted to poo again. And guess what, guys? It was pale. Pale. Immediately I felt something coming out. Like, this is hair I'm seeing like this. Like, this head, not be... They didn't believe when I told my mother-in-law. She was like, no, that is... You know, but I was like, mommy, not you they see head since. I don't see my own, they're not grill. So then we quickly called the doctor, like, okay, please come and check. At this rate, I'm sure my doctor was really tired, because you know how many times he don't climb upstairs, he don't weak. So when he got there, they saw head, like the head was already forcefully coming out. So they quickly rushed me to the delivery room. My husband carried me and all that. My mother-in-law on one hand, my husband on one hand. And this time around, I'd already come up clothes. Like, I don't come up clothes. Yeah, when we got there, the nurses were telling my husband to step back. My husband is like, step back where? I'm following my wife inside the room. I'm going to see everything by myself. I'm going to help her. And doctor, they're like, they should leave us alone, know that this is what they cannot go anywhere, that he's going to be here for the delivery and every other thing. His mom followed her enter too. Like, I'm telling you, someone is such a sweet soul. So when I got there, they carried my leg, put me on the bed, my 2 legs, 1 leg here, 1 leg here. Priska, all you have to do is push. I said, push. Okay, no problem. No, you will remember film. Wait till that happen for film where you don't watch. Push, Abby, no problem, just push. So I pushed. They said push. When I shout 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. As I'm thinking of this, I don't imagine so many things, because I love me laugh, I beg. Push 1. At the second push, her head and her shoulder just came out. Immediately. One. If I did not allow them to tap her. From when her head come out, she don't they cry. So immediately they asked my husband. My husband came there. You know, it's one shoulder that will first come out. So he brought the doctor as Sayana, deliver your baby by yourself. And then Demi carried Pearl brought out the shoulder, and they asked me to push one more time. So I pushed, and this time the whole body came out. So Dhermy was bringing out Pearl this way. I legit gave birth to Pearl. When I pushed and everything was, Pearl was out, they asked him to cut the cord. He cut it, and then the placenta followed after then, and Dhermy was the first person to carry Pearl before even the doctor or myself. Like, when we saw Pearl, I was like, she's so beautiful. Oh. I look, does she have hair? That's best. I know they see her here, how, where, why, waiting happen. Why I know they see her now? They want me, and a girl, no hair. No. I think I'll not carry reach 5 strands of hair come life. Waiting happen. So then when they weigh Pearl weighed 3.4. God, that beg. At this time, I already at here, so I had to go to the surgery room to like get stitched up. My husband still, when they gave the nurse to Pearl, he followed me again to the stitching room. Doctor said, no, you should not worry, that you should wait outside. He said, are you sure? Babe, are you sure you can do it? And all that. No, they were going to numb the area anyway, so it wasn't going to be painful for the stitching. So I was numbed, I was stitched, and you know, by the time we were done, all I did was sleep. Like, I legit slept. When I woke up in the morning, Pearl was already beside me, and she was looking for food. That was how we gave birth to Pearl in May instead of June. You know, people in the hospital were like, when they heard that I've given birth around 12, I gave birth around 12. Guys, it did not even stay up to 3, 4, 5, like the way my doctor already said it would be. Like, so please don't believe these people. And yeah, working out is very, very effective. It was then I confirmed, like, it was what's working out anyway. Like, thank God I worked out, and my next baby, I'm still going to be working out. Yeah, like, it was then I realized that exercise is very, very good. So that was how I got to have Pearl in May instead of June, our official due date. But I think if you want to have do something like that, your baby must be at least 35 to 36 weeks. Yeah, because that time the baby is already mature, and for any time from then, it's good to go, because scan will always give you plus or minus anyway. We've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a comment below. Also, if you've not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. Okay, hit the like button, say nice things, and tell me if I improved from my last video, the editing or the quality of the video. Yeah, I'm open to new suggestion. Yeah, so thank you guys once again. I'll see you in my next vlog from Mommy Pearl. And also, Merry Christmas in advance, guys. As you can see, we're already repping Father Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.